Hello guys, how's it going? It's Apollo here, and today I've got a very exciting video, something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm sure by looking at the title of the video, you know what this is going to be about. So basically, as you are looking at my Patreon page, I'm starting a Patreon, and the reason I'm making a Patreon is for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons, some small, some major. And I just wanted to kind of go over the reasons why I'm making a Patreon. One of the biggest reasons being, going ad free. I don't want any ads on my channel, and I'll explain why and how I'm going to do this. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys don't really want to hear about why I'm creating a Patreon and you just want to support it, you could always skip ahead to this time marker right here, and that will take you to where I'm going over the perks and checking out the cool stuff you can get. But for the rest of you guys, I just wanted to talk about just a couple of reasons why I'm starting a Patreon. What's the reason for this? It's certainly not to, pay for a Lamborghini or something. This Patreon is the step forward in becoming ad free. And I wanted to go over that because why go ad free? Well, first off, I hate ads. They disgust me. I know I shouldn't say that because, most of my YouTube career has been making money off of ads, but I don't really like it. And honestly, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I don't want to make money through ads because I don't know what companies are showing up before my videos. I know it depends on what the individual viewer searches, but what if I don't want Walmart on the beginning of my video, or what if I don't want a Google ad, which is ironic because Google owns YouTube, which is another reason why I want to go ad free, because I don't want to be giving money to Google anymore. I know I should be real. I should tread carefully there because they are the one providing a platform for me to have a career, but at the same time, Google scares the crap out of me. So basically, I'm just tired of these big corporations and all these ads and the political ads. What if there's a political ad that I don't necessarily agree with? Stuff like that. I just want more control of my channel, and I just don't want companies that I necessarily don't agree with or support being on my channel. Now, does that mean I'm not going to advertise at all? No, of course not. If there's a sponsorship opportunity that I do agree with, a company that I've researched that, they treat their employees well, or, they are worried about the environment and trying to preserve the environment and, eco-friendly, fair trade, that kind of stuff. Of course, I would be more than happy to sponsor products from them and stuff, but I control that. I am the one who gets to pick that. But with this, I don't get to pick the ad stuff. So the goal is to go ad free, and that is the main reason why I'm making this Patreon. And there's pros and cons. Of course, pros being that I'm not supporting these companies anymore. Indirectly, yes, I'm not directly supporting them, but indirectly, they cannot get a hold of my channel and advertise on my channel. And let me just say, these companies, it's all political. It is all political. I know I don't talk about politics a lot here, but one of the most disgusting things to me in this country, in America especially, is the control that corporations have, and it's something that I don't want them to have of my channel. So that is the biggest reason, right? And again, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, just always kind of afraid to do it because, part of me is like, well, why would anyone want to support? They just get free content and they just have to watch a 30-second, 15-second ad. Well, that's a good point, and I just think that having a community that basically, if my channel is run by the community, it's going to be a much better experience, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be nice to have videos where there's no ads on them. And I could start the video off saying, hey, this video is sponsored by you guys. You guys sponsor this video. You know what I mean? So that's something I really want to do. And, I just want enough money to pay the bills. I want enough money to maybe save a little bit. I do have an editor. Of course, I want to be able to keep paying for the editor because, Nico, my editor, has made me more consistent with uploads and definitely has made my job a lot easier. So that is the goal. Now, what is that number that I need to hit to turn off ads completely? I don't really know. It's something I need to, go over my bills, see how much money I want to be able to save. So one day I could retire, or, I probably won't retire from YouTube. I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't really know, but YouTube's just something that's fun, that it's not really work for me. At times it could be kind of workish, I'm not gonna lie, but most of the time it's usually just really fun. So I don't really see myself stopping anytime soon. So, and hopefully with this Patreon, that will happen. So again, guys, that's the biggest reason. I want to go ad free because I think advertising in this country is especially gross, mostly in the Western world. Very gross. And yeah, I just don't like it. So, I could go on for hours talking about that, but I don't want to take too much time. The second reason, which is another big reason, is that YouTube has some wacky policies. And at times, I feel like they don't know what they're doing. Of course, I don't know if you guys have been following that Vox thing, Adpocalypse 3.0 or whatever. We had channels that were completely demonetized. And I'm not even talking about the political channels, which I'm against. I don't think anybody should be demonetized based on their political views. I think that, free speech is important. And, by demonetizing them, in a way, is a soft censor. It's not like a solid censor, a complete censor. It's a soft censor because they didn't completely delete their YouTube channel. But there were channels that were historical that were getting demonetized because they had Nazi propaganda in one of their videos, just kind of educating about, World War II, and they got their entire channel demonetized. So YouTube is crazy at times, and they make decisions that have me scratching my head. And instead of just sitting there and tweeting about how upset I am about YouTube, I want to do something about it. And I feel like a good way of doing something about it is having a Patreon and having another revenue stream. Hopefully this is the only, I can turn off ads and this is the only revenue stream. But if, one day they don't like what, and this isn't even a joke, guys, I've had many Civil War videos demonetized because I don't know why. Actually, I wish I could tell you, but I remember during the last Adpocalypse, I had a War of Rights video demonetized because who knows? It was AI that did it. They had the AI system. And then I requested that they, a human, look over the video, and he still didn't monetize it and didn't explain why. Didn't explain why at all. And I watched the video. Maybe there was some cussing. Maybe that was it. But there was nothing racist. There was nothing against their guidelines. And they just demonetized it. And I think the video was the title of the video was Glory to Dixie, which was maybe that's why, it's favoring the South. I don't know. The point is that all it takes is YouTube to, turn off my channel, and there's not much I can do about it. And maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So YouTube is crazy, and I want to do something about it. And I just want to try to go ad free or have another source of revenue stream. So if my channel does get demonetized, I'm not completely destroyed. So yeah, that is the second biggest reason for starting a Patreon. The third and other minor reasons, I get more freedom with the Patreon, as in I don't have to worry about views as much. I don't make money per view. I make money through my Patreon. So I don't have to do things things that just get a lot of views. I can do things that I want to do, and I don't have to worry about the video not performing well enough. You know what I mean? Because I know the War of Rights videos, sometimes they do really well, sometimes they don't. So I really love doing the War of Rights stuff. I love it so much, and I don't want to stop. And if there comes a time when they're only making 5,000 views per video, I don't care. It doesn't matter because I have a Patreon and I've got people supporting my channel. So that is another fairly big reason, the freedom of having a Patreon and not having to worry about views. And, there's pros and cons. Again, ads, for example, ads make way more money during like December. And I guess I would miss out on that. But again, like, I don't care. As long as I'm paying my bills, I'm saving some money. If I'm able to, just keep going with this, again, my goal with YouTube is not to be rich. It's not to be famous. It's to be able to have fun with this. And like, I've made my hobby my career, and it's something I'm very thankful of. And that's something I want to, share with you guys, is like just how thankful I am of all the support over the years. I mean, it's truly mind-blowing that I can't believe I'm a YouTuber and I do this for a living. Something I never really planned for. Something that it was always in the back of my mind when I started, but never thought it would actually happen. So that's something I'm very grateful for. And I think my community is pretty awesome. I've met some really great people and met some, developers of video games, and it's just been a real dream come true. So it's something I want to continue with. I want to keep going with. But I didn't really want this to be a big rant or anything, this whole video. We're going to go over the Patreon now and just show you some of the perks that you'll get. Now, the mindset with this Patreon is not me just saying, hey, tip me money for my videos, but rather you are paying for a service, I guess you want to call it, some perks that are actually worth it. That when you pay the $5 perk per month, you're actually gaining a value out of it, not just supporting me, but you're actually getting something out of it. And that's the goal of my Patreon, is making sure that you get your money's worth. It's not just you being like, oh, let me just help them out. No, it's something where you're getting a lot in return, and that's something I really want to focus on, really giving you guys something cool. So I've got this like message here. To be honest, I was kind of like in a bad mood writing this. And it has probably a lot of errors in it, but also like, oh no, I made a video about the American Civil War. Oh, the humanity. Stuff like that. I'm just going to leave it in there because it's kind of funny. But I'm sure there's a lot of mistakes in here. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is to go over the perks. So the perks here, for just $1. Again, guys, my goal here is to provide the most bang for your buck, essentially. So just $1 a month, it's the Man of Arms tier. Simply $1, you will unlock many great things. So you'll get access to the Patreon feed. Also, you'll get access to a Discord feed. So I'll have on my Discord, and this is really important, guys. Really, really important. I cannot stress this enough. If you are going to support me on Patreon, please hook up your Discord. Hook up your Discord, because it's going to be really, really important in terms of organizing certain events I'm doing with the Patreon supporters. So the Discord, it's really simple. You integrate your Discord with your Patreon account, and then what happens is that it will know when you're, let's say you're a $1 patron, it will know and it will unlock certain channels just for you. So anyways, you get access to the Patreon and Discord. So here's the special Discord channels on my Knights of Apollo Discord that only patron and YouTube members. So if you are a YouTube member, you will also gain access to these. Make sure you join the Discord. Yep. Okay. So I just said that. And then this is the best part of the $1. You will get almost daily pictures of pig posts. I'll upload pictures of my potbelly pig named Josephine. I will also upload other pictures of like things I'm up to, my other pets like my dog and my cat. And I like how that's worth at least $100 alone. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of pictures, a lot of like more of like what's going on in my personal life and stuff like that. Try to get you guys involved in that stuff, and I think it'd be pretty cool and really fun to share that stuff with you guys. So that is it for the $1. I think that's a ton of stuff. Also, I mean, I didn't really write this down, but if I'm ever playing big multiplayer games, I'll give priority to my members and Patreon supporters. So I didn't write that down because that's not like a consistent thing. It's just when I'm on, I will give priority. So yeah, let's move on to the second tier, which is $5, which is the night tier. Just $5, you get everything from the Men at Arms perk. You get access to a special Let's Play that will be posted twice a week. Now, I know some people will see that and think of it as a payment block to content. This Let's Play is usually going to be games that aren't the norm that I usually upload on my YouTube. So it's going to be a very chilled Let's Play, just extra gaming content where I'm playing a campaign of something or a Let's Play of a game of any game. I can even ask my patrons what they want to see. Who knows? If you guys want to see Third Age Divide and Conquer, I'll play Third Age Divide and Conquer. I mean, it'll be fun. So it'll be like 30-minute videos 2 times a week. So you'll get access to that special Let's Play. Also, your name will be added at the end of my videos. So I'm sure you've seen it already, but at the end of most of my videos, my editor Nico will set that up where there's like a credits of all my YouTube members. Well, I'm also going to be adding the $5 patron members and up to that list. And if you are a YouTube member, this is really important too. And you don't, of course, I honestly, guys, I recommend just canceling the membership and supporting me on Patreon, because YouTube takes 30% of the $5 and Discord, and Patreon will only take 8% of your $5. So there's a big difference. Now, I know some of you guys want to keep that badge. You want to keep the badge for when you leave comments, it just shows that you've been a supporter for a long time. And I get that. I understand that. So if you stay a YouTube member, you will get the $5 perk, regardless if you get it through Patreon or through my YouTube membership, system. So you will get all these perks and the first perk as well. So yeah. And the biggest thing about the $5 perk is that you will be this. I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait for this. You will also be invited to play party games with me and other supporters twice a month. So twice a month on most likely Saturdays. I don't know about 4 p.m. Probably going to be closer to like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. EST. But we're going to be playing like Cards Against Humanity, murder mystery games. If I forgot the exact name of it, but it's like it's a program. It's like Jackbox Games or something, where you can buy it through Steam. You guys don't need to buy this. It's just whoever's hosting it needs to have it. And you can host games where other people can join you through their phone, their desktop, basically any kind of computer. They can join in on these games. So I will be in the Discord, right? Hanging out with you guys, playing these awesome games. It's going to be hilarious. And again, this is for the $5 perk and up, of course, all the perks above it. And I'm also going to stream it. So, and only the knights and above tiers will be able to watch it. And just in case you're not able to make it to the event and you still want to watch it, I will save the VOD and have it as an unlisted VOD for all the $5 and up supporters. So again, really excited about this. I know two times a month is not a ton, but I didn't want to promise like, oh, I'll play 4 times a month, and because I don't know how much more of a how much time this is going to be, so I don't want to promise 4 times a month and struggle to keep up with that promise. So we're going to start with just 2 times a month, and if it's really easy for me and really just doesn't take away from my YouTube work, which is the whole point of this, right, is to continue my YouTube, then I will continue to add more days when we can do the party games. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. The next tier is the $10 tier. This is Malord. So Malord will get everything from Man-at-Arms or Men-at-Arms and the Night perk. And we will have a historical movie night. All right? Historical movie night. I thought this was also really cool. And really, guys, I cannot... Let me just say this. I love watching historical movies with people. And I'm like the biggest historical nerd I know within my friends and family. So at times it can be kind of hard to watch some historical movies because they're just not into it. But I know you guys will be. So I'm thinking... by the way, let me just explain how this is going to work. So you'll be invited to join me for a movie night. All the $10 supporters will come together, and above, all the supporters who pay more, will come together and watch movies, documentaries, and more at real time. So there's a website called Watch Together where I will basically, you join in. I'll start up a lobby. You guys join in, and we will all be able to watch a video real time. Now, there are some concerns with this. I can only really watch YouTube stuff because of copyright and all that. So there are some really good documentaries and movies on YouTube. So I was thinking for the first documentary, we watched the Napoleon miniseries that was made in like 2002. The entire series is on YouTube. So we could watch that. We could also watch the Three Kingdoms series together, which would be really fun. If you guys did want to watch a movie that's like, I thought it would be cool to watch Gettysburg together. But unfortunately, I think everyone's going to have to own it to be able to watch it together. And I don't want people to not only are they supporting me $10 a month, but they're also having to buy movies to watch with the group. And I don't want to do that. Now, if everybody's okay with buying a movie, I think Gettysburg is like $3 on YouTube. And that might be how it's going to work. Again, I'm not sure, but for now, we're going to stick with historical movies on YouTube, documentaries, and maybe even watch some of my videos, and I can give you kind of the behind the scenes of like about the video. You know? I don't know. So yeah, that's the $10 perk. So you get everything from the 5, the 1, and of course, movie night. And movie night will be once a month. We will spend about two hours, somewhere around that range, depending on like how long the episode is, stuff like that. So that is the goal of movie night. I'm gonna get popcorn. I'm gonna be chilling in the chair, enjoying my time. We'll be talking during the movie, talking about, oh, that was a cool scene and stuff like that. Anyways, next up we have a $50 perk. This is the Kingsguard. This one, you will have your name announced at the beginning of all my videos. So it's like the first thing I'm going to say. So I'm going to say, this video is made possible thanks to my Patreon supporters. And that's when I list your name. And of course, you get all the perks from the lower price tiers. So again, the $50, that's a lot of money. And I really want to stress that I don't want anybody supporting my Patreon if they're having any kind of like, if money's tight, if you need to save money or whatever, please do not feel like you have to support me through Patreon. Again, one of the best ways to support my channel is simply liking, leaving a comment, and sharing the video. That is the best way to support me, and it's completely free. And I really want to stress that because I don't want to pressure anybody into supporting this if they don't have the means to. So please, guys, please be responsible and do not support my Patreon if money is tight or you need to save money or something. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want any of that. So again, the $50, that's if you got extra disposable income and you want your names mentioned at the beginning of my videos. And I'll try to do it in every video. I don't know if I can promise every single video, but I'm certainly going to try most videos. I'll probably do all the videos. Okay, the last perk. This one I've been really excited about. This one is a bit of a joke. I honestly don't expect anyone to donate $1,000. If there is someone out there, hey, thank you. But it's called Master and Commander of the Knights, and only one person Only one person can take this perk. And what's going to happen here is that you get all the perks from all the other tiers, and your name, your Discord name, will appear above mine in the title Master of the Master and the Commander of Knights on the right side of my Discord. So if you ever been on Discord, I'll have the different roles on the right side. On my Discord, I think it's called like One and Only Pixelated Apollo. Well, you will be above that, and you will be called the Master and Commander of Knights, which is like not even a real title, I don't think. Which is, I don't know, it's funny. I like this little thing I said. The ultimate commander of the Knights of Apollo. Your parents will be so proud you support a nerd who makes cringe battle videos. So I just had to throw that one in there. So those are the perks, guys. I do have a goal over here. I haven't written it yet, but one goal is if I get 1,000 patrons, I'm going to start a new series, and I'm gonna let everybody watch this. So I will make it clear when I start this new series that it's going to be made possible by the patron supporters. But it's going to be a Cooking with Apollo, where we cook historic food. So I'm thinking for the first meal, or maybe a couple meals after, we could do Civil War food, as in what the army ate on the march, on the go. I think it's mostly like flour and like bacon oil or bacon grease and molasses, stuff like that. We can kind of make it, and I can eat it and just be like, tell you what it's like. And I think that would be really fun. And I'll do that. I'll try to do that once a month. I think it would be really fun. I don't know how well it's going to be because I don't really shoot live action stuff. I might have to buy a couple of equipment, like a mic, so you can hear me clearly. But I think I have a pretty decent camera. But if we get, I'm going to add more goals. So if we get to 2,000, I'll do that twice a month. If we get 3,000, I'll do that 3 times a month. So that is 3,000 patrons, by the way. That is the goal. You'll see it when you see this video, you'll see this up. But yeah, that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. If you do choose to support, and if you can support my Patreon, I just want to say thank you. Even if you don't support it, I just want to say thank you for taking the time and checking out this video, because again, I'm trying to go ad free. I always thought it would be a good thing to go ad free, as nobody owns me, and nobody can control me. So yeah, that's the freedom you guys would be giving me. And I want to give a shout out to one of the big major motivators for doing this. They're called The Minimalist. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. Basically, they run a company called The Minimalist, where they just talk about being a minimalist. And I think the director of their documentary, I forgot his name, I'm so sorry, but he also has a YouTube channel that is ad-free, and he makes money through Patreon. So I thought that was really noble, really good thing, and I just wanted to kind of do the same thing. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, checking out the Patreon. It means a lot. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time on the battlefield.